LinkedIn Live. Now, I know that some of you may have been tuning in today to see the fantastic Stephen Shaw talk all about the M word or the metaverse. But unfortunately, there's been yet another bereavement in Steve's family. So you may recall back in the beginning of the year, Steve's father died, so he wasn't able to make the LinkedIn Live. And speaking to him only last week, another very close family member to him has also passed away. So Steve is quite rightly dealing with his family up in Liverpool. Steve, our condolences and thoughts are with you all. He will be joining us later in the year. I'm going to say tentatively in August. I'm sure he'll be there. I'm sure this is not anyway, look, Steve, thinking of you. So I don't have any designed template for today. So I am going to do an impromptu webinar all about creator mode on LinkedIn. And do you need to turn it on? There we go. Okay. So if you've got any questions specifically about creator mode, then please pop them in the chat and I'll be happy to answer them for you. I've brushed myself up on all of the details. I'm just checking by looking down now that we are indeed live. Yes, I can see that we are. Yes, please pop your information in the chat and I will do my very best to answer them. So let me crack straight into this. Creator mode. You may or may not be aware that there is a different mode to the standard mode within your LinkedIn profile. It's basically there and it's designed to help you grow your reach and expand your audience to those that are creating regular content on LinkedIn. I've had a look around and there's a suggestion that in order to get the benefits of creator mode, you need to be posting at least twice a week in order for it to be worthwhile, if you catch my drift. So it gives you additional tools and features and just reorganizes some of the stuff within your profile. So I'm just going to run through what they are. Ultimately, I suppose, like creator mode, do you need to turn it on? That's really up to you, right? I'm going to say to you this. If you create regular content on LinkedIn, if you want to go live, just like I am here, you have to have creator mode turned on. And there are a few things which will determine whether or not you can become a creator in the first place. But if you just want to use like LinkedIn Live once or whatever for a particular thing, then I'd suggest don't do it. But if you are an active creator, then it is definitely worthwhile. And it changes a few things about how your profile is displayed and how you're pushed out there. Sorry, my page didn't turn. The electronic page didn't turn. So does everybody have access to creator mode? And look, the vast majority of you are. It's going to be within your profile and it'll be a little on off button that you can switch. But there are some criteria that you need to meet first. So the first thing you've got to have done is have at least 150 connections on your profile. You must have recently been active and been posting on LinkedIn, and you must have abided by the professional community policies of LinkedIn. There we go. Those are the official criteria in order to turn on creator mode. Now, the main things that happen here are within the features that you get access to, but there are some changes that are able to be made to your profile. So these are just some of the changes. The first one is that the connect button changes automatically to a follow button. So when people come on to sort of make a connection request, they are able, if you sort of go through, you are able to hit the connection request, but the default button on your profile when you land on it will be to follow, not to connect. So they'll need to actively try and connect to you so that you're both able to see each other's activity. But automatically, by clicking the follow or applying to connect with you, they are automatically now one of your followers. Whether you accept their connection request or not, they will be a follower of yours. So they will see what you do within their feed. You are able to display the topics that you create things about within your profile. And you can do these with the use of these little hashtags, so that when people follow the particular hashtags, they will know that you are creators of those, of that type of content. So you know, I'm not sure if I've updated mine recently, but one of mine should be LinkedIn Live, right? I'm going to check that after we finish here. But I do have a caveat on this. And what I've read today is that in order for you to be discoverable within those particular hashtags, you need to have at least 3,000 connections. Well, I'm quite a lot shy, a third shy of 3,000 connections. So my hashtags won't necessarily, or I won't appear within the visibility of those hashtags until I get more famous on LinkedIn, right? I guess it is creator mode, and it is designed for those that have large engagement and large audiences. You also get a change in the order that your profile is set up. So at the moment, within your current profile, it's set up to feature the about section at the top because people want to know about you as a person. But with creator mode turned on, the featured and the activity section, they move up to the top. So it presents your content first on your profile. You can also add links to your profile, a URL. So you can add a website to your profile, or you can add, an event or a piece of content or whatever it may be, any sort of URL link or external link. It allows you to add that to your profile. You can also take part in the little 30-second intro clip, you know, when the video plays within your face. That's also another feature that creator mode allows you to access. So that's all about your profile. The second part is about being discovered. So I know I mentioned the bit about the hashtags and you not being featured unless you got 3,000 or so connections. Getting discovered is slightly different. So when you're in creator mode, you're then eligible to be featured as a creator that may be relevant to certain people. So when you go on to like your homepage, you see that there's suggestions there for you. And if you align with people's interests, then it will promote you then, if you like, outside of your current connections, so that you are discoverable. That's one of the points of creator mode, is that you're extending your reach. And then there's the features, right? This is probably the main thing that people use creator mode for. The main features are this: LinkedIn Live. I couldn't go live unless I turned on creator mode. There's also the LinkedIn audio events, you know, the sort of the Clubhouse, the Me Too Clubhouse thing, where it is all about audio. You can't do those without creator mode turned on. Unless you've got a business page, you can't create a newsletter. So with creator mode turned on, you can create a newsletter on your personal profile, and you get the follow link rather than the connect link. Those are the main sort of features that LinkedIn say you get with creator mode. So there we go. I mean, that's it in a nutshell, or in 10 minutes. So the pros and the cons of creator mode, just as a sort of a roundup. Well, the pros would be like the live streaming of video like this, or the audio event function, the newsletters. There's extra analytics that are laid in there. And if you've got 3,000 followers, add in those hashtags, that helps. And the fact that you will get promoted within the featured section as a suggestion for a connection or someone you want to follow. So the extra reach that you get with creator mode. The cons, if you like, is that it's just a waste of time if you don't post regularly or you don't create content. And it pushes the about section of you down within the hierarchy of your page. So if you just have a personal page and you don't create a lot of content, then you're sort of doing yourself a little bit of a disservice, because if you're not creating content, it's pushing up the featured or the activity section to the top of your profile, and there's going to be nothing in it. Or it's going to show that you posted something 6 months ago, which is going to have a negative effect on your profile. So without creator mode turned on, it's still the about you section that features at the top of your profile, which is obviously what you want if you're not a creator. So there we go. Hopefully that's been of use. I still wanted to come on today and to do a live, as I have this commitment to you, right? Keeps me accountable. Again, we're wishing Steve and his family all the very best. Our sympathies are obviously with you. And Steve, we are still looking forward to seeing you in a few months' time, where we can get stuck in to the metaverse. No questions today. I've obviously answered it all for you as to whether or not creator mode is or isn't right for you. And until next Tuesday, I shall say ta-ta for now.